We were a small mining colony on the Outer Rim. Sometimes we heard stories about wars and the Republic, but mostly we kept to ourselves. We never understood why the droid army attacked. When the Republic troops finally arrived, we were so grateful. Their general was like nothing we'd ever seen before. He was a true leader, giving confidence to all those around him. He was also kind and fair-minded, always looking for the opportunity to turn enemies into friends. He made us see the best in others and helped us find it in ourselves. It wasn't always easy. But no matter how tough things got, with him to lead us, we knew there was hope. As time went by, he began to show us the Force and told us stories about the Jedi. He opened a window to a life most of us could hardly imagine. The universe seemed filled with possibilities. It was like waking up to a new life. None of us expected what came next. Years later, we were told the Jedi had to be removed for acts of betrayal against the Republic. But we were witness to betrayal of another kind. There were some among us who seemed willing to ignore such treachery. But no one would ever forget what happened. As the droid invasion was ending, the Imperial occupation was just beginning. We also learned there are always those willing to trade loyalty for power. Some of us tried to fight back, but the Imperial forces were just too strong. We needed something more, something that could unite the people. We needed a symbol.
What the water?
I know. Here's the rest of the payment. It's not at 5,000 credits. We had a deal. So does raising 10,000 credits.
Hey there, handsome. You know, these things are dangerous. Someone could get killed if they're not careful.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I'm a busy man, Lieutenant. The reports are beginning to take on a tone of repetition.
Sir, there has been a sharp increase in crime since we began rationing basic necessities and doubling the workforce. Your people are becoming restless.
These trivial matters concern the Empire?
Your meager output of Zenite is indeed a concern. Furthermore, the Empire does not tolerate disorder, no matter how trivial. Need I remind you that you rule here at the behest of the Galactic Empire, Governor?
That's right, Lieutenant. I rule here. I am in charge of this facility, and I decide what is and is not a priority.
How you run this little village is indeed your concern, but the Empire is beginning to question its continued supply of resources in this sector. There is ore to be found elsewhere.
There is still ore to be found here, and you would be wise to remember your position, Lieutenant.
The Empire concerns itself with results, not threats. If that is all, sir.
I think Lieutenant Darien is becoming a liability. Keep an eye on him. In the meantime, increase the work shifts, cut rations by half. These people will produce, but they will suffer.
Well, if it isn't Farron Regale and the lovely Kyla and friends.
Still watering down the drinks?
You're lucky we have anything to drink at all. Stay here. Keep it down.
You're taking a big risk, you know. Once word gets out, the Empire's gonna come down on this rock like a hammer.
You and I both know the only reason the Empire's here is because of that mine.
Where the ore flows, the Empire goes.
Exactly. Now, if we can get the Alliance's attention, then we're in business.
And if this rebel alliance doesn't notice?
Then we keep doing what we've been doing. We survive and fight back however we can.
And that's it, huh? Come on. Why do you do this to yourself? Look at the blood and the years, not to mention the credits we've poured into this. And for what? We could have bought our own ship by now. We could be off this rock, making a life anywhere we wanted, with no past and no empire.
No empire? There isn't any place left with no empire. And what about them? Half of them are dying from the poison in the mines. How long before Zalem kills the rest of us? They're broken. They feel like they have nothing left to fight for. And after all these years, we've almost forgotten life without war, without oppression. We can change that. What's the word?
Rumor has it Zalem's cutting rations for anybody who doesn't meet their quota.
Again?
He's gone too far this time. I've talked to everyone that...
Everyone?
Well, everyone we can trust. The people are on your side, Farron, and whatever it is you've got planned.
Well then, what are we waiting for?